Let's keep talking about what are the Cisco SD-Access advantages over traditional networks. In this case, I'm going to focus on the single point of management. How many servers do you need in order to operate a traditional network? You need, for instance, a AAA server in order to perform some sort of network access control at your access layer. You might need a NetFlow server in order to know what applications and what bandwidth they are using when traveling across your enterprise network. You might need a syslog server in order to know what are the events that are happening at your devices, an SNMP server to talk SNMP and receive SNMP drops from your devices, an orchestration server in order to push configuration into your devices and, for instance, save your device's configuration into a database, an IP address management server in order to know what IP address you have used so far and exactly where they are configured, and a span server in order to receive and span session data in order to troubleshoot an issue, for instance, and the usual servers such as NTP, DNS, or DHCP. Cisco has tried to offer a single point of management for traditional networks for some time now with different degrees of success. It has offered Cisco Works. That product died, and then Net Manager showed up, and then that product died, and then we had Cisco Prime, and then at some point of time Cisco ICE showed up. Cisco ICE is like a AAA service. It was born that way, and we currently have Cisco Prime infrastructure that is going to reach its end of life. So for Cisco SD-Access, we have two devices. The first device is ICE, or Identity Services Engine. ICE pretty much works like a AAA server, but also, and more importantly, it enforces policies. It evaluates policies and makes decisions, and it is in charge of enforcing security policies in your SD-Access network. So it is an important device, but there is another more important device that you need in order to have an SD-Access network, which is the Cisco Catalyst Center. Cisco Catalyst Center is the new name for the Cisco DNA Center. Remember, Cisco DNA Center went through a name change in 2023, and it is now known as Cisco Catalyst Center. Remember that because most of the documentation talks about Cisco DNA Center, but it is now known as Cisco Catalyst Center. It offers you a centralized point of management, a single pane of glass view of your network. Let's try to believe Cisco that it now has finally accomplished this. It works as a NetFlow, span, syslog, and SNMP server. You can configure here DNS, DHCP, and IP addressing for your network. It can create policies. It will create policies, and it will send or push that policies to ICE, and ICE will be in charge of enforcing them. It will provision devices with a certain degree of automation. It can correlate events, calculate trends, offer health dashboards. It supports Cisco Artificial Intelligence Analytics, and if you want to work with third-party devices in order to manage your network, you can do so through APIs. Cisco Catalyst Center talks NetConf, Yang, REST, PXGrid, and it offers you a developer toolkit. That's it.